Hi, it's Teresa. Let's talk about some stretching and massage techniques for cyclists. We've just come off of spending a lot of time in this position, hunched over, so we need to loosen up everything in the front. My favorite stretch is to just walk through a doorway, step through, get those hips forward and those shoulders back. Now you don't want your arms down low because you've come off of this position, your arms are low, you'll just be pulling back with the shoulders still hunched. You want the arms up so you can counteract this movement and bring those shoulders back. So you just put your hands behind the doorway, step through, feel a nice good stretch. The second thing I like to do is stretch in this manner. Step forward, take a giant step backward, making sure your knee isn't past your ankle. And you're stretching right in through here is the psoas. It connects the hip to the rib cage in through this way. So just stretch. You should feel a nice stretch. Make sure you push those hips forward. And you hold each stretch for 20 seconds. Step forward, step back with the other leg, and then stretch again, that same muscle, which is called the psoas. The psoas is actually a back muscle, but to get to work on it, you have to work through the front of the body. It connects rib cage to the hips. So here we are hunched, and now we're trying to stretch those. Now let's talk about some massage techniques. So your quad muscles, right here on the leg, are probably the tightest thing. First, I like to take a fist and just beat on them, front, back, side to side, two fists, just loosening that muscle up. The second thing you can do is work like you're kneading some dough on those muscles, just on that quad, just on your own leg. You can use the thumbs. You can use the fingers. You can go all the way up to the hips. You can beat on your glutes if you like. That's also another muscle that's tight. The last thing I like to do is just take that flow of blood, bring it from the toe up by massaging the calves. I'm taking my hand and making a cupping motion. You can bring it through the hamstrings, and then you can work around the front to the quads. So I use about 10 strokes on the calf, 10 strokes on the hamstring, and then 10 strokes on the quad muscle. You can also shake that quad muscle, just shaking it using your fingertips, just to increase the blood flow. But you want the blood flowing back to the heart. It's got all those toxins in it and things you've released in there, and so you want to bring it back to the heart so that it can be cleaned up, so to speak, and then sent back to the muscles. So you want to drain that lactic acid and other fluid. Now, if you do want to work on your psoas, rib cage to hip, you can find that. I'm finding it right in through here. You can pull up and then straighten that leg. And then, so if you tighten your abs, it's outside of your ab muscles. And then straighten the leg. You can find another spot lower down. I'm pushing in an upwards motion. Straighten that leg, kind of stretches it. So it goes right inside the hip bone. You'd find the hip bone here, move inside, and then travel straight up. So that's the psoas muscle. But I'd start at the top, pushing upwards. Straighten that leg, move down a little bit again, pushing upwards. Move down, pressing downward and upward, and then in and up right inside the hip, down and up. So those are some quick little techniques for stretching and massage for cyclists. Have a good ride.